GTA. This is all you, B Walt. GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, excuse me, are rumored to be in the middle of being remastered and remade, right, which is cool. But in the GTA 5 engine. Uh B Walt, which ones are you getting?
That's all they need to get it up to speed with GTA 5 is to give it the engine. You get that. I mean, because the story and all that other shit, the stories are still good. The stories are solid, right? They're period pieces anyway. So like when you get the one with which one was that? Tommy Vercetti was that? I forget. GTA 2. That was the 80s in like Florida and the cocaine
Oh,
rush
that's
and all
Vice
that shit.
City.
That's
That's
Vice
Vice
City,
City.
right?
Yeah.
GTA 3, which is the original one when you actually were third person. That was like what mid 90s New York is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then San Andreas was like also mid to late 90s LA gang banging and shit like that. So period pieces, they're fine. If you update the engines, you update the engine and revamp the graphics, that's and the controls and shit, you fine. You know what I'm saying? It's an easy fix. Not
So
easy, not easy in the sense the programmers only work to do, but easy as far as like people wanting the shit. Like that's an easy sell. You know what I'm saying?
so what you're saying is you're getting all three, is what you're
Oh,
saying.
easily, easily,
Okay. Okay. Right.
easily.
Right.
Have you
Um,
tried playing those originals
no, because I told
now?
you I no, I'm scared because every time I play a GTA, I move in 2 weeks. So I'm kind of hesitant. Even though I probably should never mind. Anyway, the I this is brilliant to me. This is efficient money making at its best.
And it
Like
slows down. It slows the need down for six to be finished because people are waiting on six. So you
they've been
give
waiting on
them
six
this,
for 10 years.
exactly. You give them this one, and it's like, oh, okay, that gives you at least another year, year and a half, 2 years, 5 years before you got
Five.
to come out with six.
Right. Right. Because yeah, I mean, because they won't. They're not gonna drop one. They're not gonna drop them all at the same time. They're gonna crumb it out. So they probably just made themselves about 6 years worth of money right now with that announcement.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Now we got to make it clear it's still a rumor, but the source of the leak, Mac One Bud, he's doubled down on like it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. Um, and to his point, he said it's a solid amount of content. It's just it makes too much sense not to happen, especially with the fact that GTA, that engine itself, has held up strongly online for over 10 years, like on
Didn't
3 different generations of systems.
didn't Mafia do that something similar where they updated everything that came out years ago, and that shit did pretty well. It looks
I
great.
not Mafia started out on PC, so I've always been like distant from that one. But you know, so I can't really say. I can't really say for sure.
But I feel like the one thing that the GTA folks, Rockstar, has always done with GTA. I mean, you could talk about Red Dead and all that shit. Is they create stories that are compelling enough to keep people interested, and they also give you these Easter eggs or jewels or whatever you want to call them. Um, um, as far as the time periods that they're talking about, like Vice City had probably the coldest soundtrack ever, man. Like
Oh, bro,
I would
that
get
was
in the
better than
car
the
and Vice,
radio.
bro. I would get it. I had my shit. DJ whatnot. I had my shit hooked up to the TV. So when I was playing Vice City and I give me a nice little Trans Am shit, I'm cruising. Billy Jean
Right.
coming on, motherfucker, nigga.
New edition, like
All that shit. Was New
all of it.
Edition? I don't even remember New Edition was in it, but I remember there was a lot of shit. Cool in the Gang, like it was so much cold shit on there.
Even the Spanish station was banging.
Was banging.
Like all that merengue motherfucking shit. Like all of that shit was dope. And then you really felt like you was about to make this like coke deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? The wind hitting your hair and shit, top down. Like,
and they really, as far as Grand Theft Auto was concerned, they really went way over the top and bringing in voice actors. Did I mean Ray Liotta, man? Like Ray Liotta, Samuel L. Jackson,
Sean Penn.
Dude, they had real right. They had real motherfuckers in this shit, right? It was like the closest thing we could get as a gamer to a movie that
was interactive.
An interactive movie that basically touched on an entire period that we grew up through. Like, I mean, the 80s, we was super young, but like Grand Theft Auto 3 and then San Andreas, like, nigga, that's, we were living through that stuff. So,
right.
And take that even further in part 5, I think the reason why 5 lasts so long, because 5 is nigga, that's LA. Like, that's Hollywood. Like, I play 5. I don't never play that online bullshit. I'm not really a fan. But I got me and the TRPS niggas and shit. We got us a little gang of shit on Grand Theft Auto 5. And the only reason why I was so into that shit is because the shit looked just like how, like, I mean, of course there's a couple of differences and shit, but we live out here, right? So when I'm going down Hollywood, I'm thinking, I'm on Hollywood Boulevard, Sunset, I'm thinking GTA 5. And when I'm at the crib playing, I'm like, nigga, this is fucking Hollywood. Like, I love that shit, how closely it resembles the actual areas and shit. And then, I mean, it's kind of like one of those, you can get the evil out in the game. You ain't gonna run up on some nigga in Hollywood, hopefully, but you can do that shit in GTA 5. And we was mashing motherfuckers, Joe. We would get in the game. We wouldn't even be doing missions, nigga. We would just get in the game and just kill motherfuckers. Like, we had this tank that one of the crew members had like just souped up, super strong, and we was just mashing it. It was like, you want to do this heist? Nah, man, we about to kill these motherfuckers right here. Roll up. You're getting all that evil out in the video game that you can't do in real life. I love that shit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna reinstall that shit when we get off the phone. I love that shit.
Oh man, right on. Yeah, like I said, this is all you.
Bro. And then the references they make to shit that we grew up being exposed to, we grew up loving. Like, I love it.
Right. Nah,
you didn't play the games heavy or no? Not really?
My nigga, I am not joking. Every time I played a GTA, I had to move 2 weeks later. I didn't have to move when I played it. 2 weeks later, I did. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I'm scared. I'm scared, bro. Niggas think I be playing out here. I owned GTA 3 because that's when I was like at the EB game store, like not paying for shit, coming out with receipts, you know what I'm saying? So I had the shit just sitting there on ice for like 6-7 months, and I finally put it in. Get out. Get the hell out. You can't do what I tell you to. You got that. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. Same thing with Vice City. Oh, we're about to get to this new spot. No, we not. No, we not. Back to the couch. Can't even make this up. But so when I get my mansion, right, and I know it's paid for, I'm gonna play all the motherfuckers, all 17 of them. Well, maybe not 17, but you get the point.
At this point, you may as well wait for the remakes, because I tried to go back and play the originals on the new shit, and it's brutal.
Right.
It's brutal. The motherfuckers don't move right.
Nah.
Motherfuckers don't move right.
It's like playing Resident Evil 1 right now.
Oh God.
Like, the tank moonwalk. Yeah,
nigga, I was playing Resident Evil 4. That shit is terrible. Resident Evil 4.
It's tough right now.
The mechanics of Resident Evil 4 on the PlayStation 5, it's retarded. It's like
no, it is. And I was sitting there like, damn, how did I play this? Like, how did I go through? I love this game. What's going on?
Dog, I bought the shit because you were like, oh, you got it. Because I stopped at 3. I didn't really play no more after 3 because I like those. Like that's the trilogy 1, 2, and 3. I love them. Done at 3, right? And you're like, you got to play 4, nigga. I bought that shit. It was like $8. I bought that shit. I played it for 5 minutes. I'm like, why the fuck is he staring at the wall? Turn your ass around. Like he wouldn't turn around. So nigga, I erased that shit. It's still in the, you know how you buy it and it stays
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
I
In
took
the
that
queue.
shit out off the it's in the yeah, I took it off the console and I'm like, you know what, man, I got some time. I'm gonna watch all the cutscenes on YouTube so I can get this story because I'm not playing this shit again. This shit is terrible.
Nah, hey, bro,
It's
I get
terrible.
it. It's so funny because that game, there is no Dead Space, like just to bring it full circle, without Resident Evil 4. Like that was the direct influence to Dead Space. But that camera and control nigga is like a fucking crackhead now.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm
Yeah.
wondering how the hell did I play that game 17 times? Because I did play that one 17 times. Like for real. But yeah, I just have to wait till they, drop it into their new shit and get it going that way. It's weird like that. I guess I don't know. We get used to the fuckery somehow because of the other games that we've been playing.
I'm for real about to put GTA 5 back on my shit though.
I don't doubt that. I don't
Nigga,
doubt
I'm
that at
about
all.
to do that shit. We get off the phone.